we're going to talk about some holsters.
But yeah, the options are limitless.
Is this a jock strap? Can you do one of those so I can... Hey everybody, welcome back to the Concealed Carry channel. I'm Grant McLean. Today I have Tim Anderson with us from Northwest Retention Systems, and we're going to talk about some holsters. I know that this is something you guys have wanted me to do on the channel for some time, so here we are, and this, you know, is one of the best systems that I have personally seen, and I kind of want to open up some of your eyes that have not really gone into the realm of, say, custom holsters. What's the differences? So Tim's gonna, you know, talk about those things and what to expect in that process. I do want to say thank you so much to our Patron supporters. If you'd like to be a Patron supporter, go down into the comments below. The top link is going to be to our Patreon page, and that is where you can help support the channel and also get exclusive content and see things that are beyond what we'd also have here on the Concealed Carry channel. Going beyond the black shirt. It's a nice. And then of course, big shout out to Northwest Armory. If you need to order a gun, visit nwarmory.com and you can order it there and have it shipped to your local FFL or do an in-store pickup. And thanks so much to X-Hunt targets. Those are the reactive targets that you see on my other videos, so if you need to order some targets, just visit xhunttargets.com. Let's go ahead and talk about you and what you do. So guys and gals, this is Tim Anderson with Northwest Retention Systems. I'm just gonna kind of let you go with this and let you tell them, so what is it that you do?
Yeah, so as you said, we're NW Retention Systems, and our big thing is we make custom holsters. We are a custom premium holster manufacturer. We specialize in making holsters for everyday carry, concealed carry, outdoor carry. And not only that, everything we do is made in the United States. We build and manufacture all of our products here in the United States. We source almost all of our materials in the United States as well. But bring it back to the holsters, we manufacture two specific handgun models. So if you got a SIG P365, we can make it specific for that pistol, so it fits that pistol perfectly. And we could do that across all of our holster lines.
Including, because I know that this is an issue for people when they start to do aftermarket modifications, red dots, suppressor height sights, lights, lasers, laser light combos, you know. What about something like that?
Yeah, so that's our big specialty, because that's all we do is custom. So all your name brands, Streamlight, Surefire, Enforce, Olight, we have all those brands covered, and we can make any holster with those setups. So red dots, threaded barrels, compensators, all the aftermarket parts, we have it all covered. So you can trick anything out, and we can likely take care of it.
All right, awesome. Now, looking at these holsters here, all plastic holsters are the same, right or wrong?
Wrong. Reason being is, this, as you can already tell, this is a nice premium fit. You got a nice good drawdown on these holsters. A lot of companies, you have, first of all, you know, there's a lot of innovations that we have, and a lot of companies, they go a lot of cheaper routes, and there's also good companies out there. But when we make our holsters, we have a lot of clearance for your slide. Big issue that a lot of people have with plastic holsters. They like to talk about how it can scratch through gun. There's a lot of resistance on the slides. With us, we keep that to a very, very minimum.
And you guys have seen that on my Nighthawk 1911. I've showed that on a few of my videos. I mean, that's a $4,600 gun, and the finish is worn from the holster.
Right.
And so it's like, great, you know, it's a beautiful gun. Now it's not looking as beautiful, and here I am, I'm considering refinishing the gun in a more durable coating.
Yeah.
But getting a properly fitted holster probably would have been the best solution from the beginning.
Exactly. and a lot of universal holsters, they rely heavily on just compression around the handgun itself, so aka the slide. And so with ours is we rely specifically for our retention needs, specifically on the trigger guard area. And so you don't need to grab pressure around the slide or any other part of the gun necessarily.
Yeah, and having that clearance around the slide too, say you were to have debris in there, you know, say you were to have even a pebble, because I've seen this happen on a friend of mine's gun, where we were shooting outside and just the smallest, tiniest little pebble got in his holster, and when he went to, reholster his pistol, it just put the longest streak on the slide. There was no space, there was no room for give. So I know exactly what you mean when you're talking about that right there. So material wise, these are Kydex, right? Is there different levels beyond the fit and just the fit and finish, which is, by the way, you guys, this is beautiful. The overall fit and finish is awesome. Tim, you kill it on this. But material wise, is there a difference? Because with other materials, obviously, it's like steel and aluminum, there's going to be different grades. Is there different grades when it comes to Kydex, and is it important?
In comparison to other companies or other...
Just Kydex in general, or plastics.
Generally speaking, it's the Kydex is all sourced from one supplier. Kydex is a brand, so it's much better than a thermoplastic, like a lot of your cheaper gear. It's just an injection molded plastic, so that's different than Kydex.
Okay.
The big keynote is it's not different material than any other Kydex. It's all the same. However, it's the way you form it and produce the holster that really makes that big difference.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Say you're going to make a holster. What's kind of the process to that?
Process to that is first of all we establish what we're doing. So if we got the lights, lasers, whatever else.
Okay.
Get a mold gun. We have hundreds of mold guns that we work off of. So we'll take the mold gun, get it prepped up, ready to rock and roll. Set it aside. We'll grab the Kydex itself. It comes in flat sheets. And we take in, generally speaking, we heat the material. We have vacuum presses and CNC machines that we use to build all these. And so we'll take and heat the material and form it over top of the mold gun that we have that we're using for that particular holster. We'll form it over that. Then we'll take it from there after it cools down. We'll mark out drill points, drill holes, and do all of our manipulation with where we're going to put our attachments and how we're going to mount the holster to the leather, for example, on this holster. And then we'll cut it all out, sand it, prep it, clean it all up, wash it out, assemble it, and generally speaking, that's the process. And we do all of that in our facility.
So it kind of starts as a flat.
Starts as a flat, like a flat piece of paper. Yep.
Okay, and then you have that vacuum press essentially, and it's going to press it down around it, and that's where you're going to get that nice custom fit, within the tolerances that you guys want, because we talked about having a little space around that slide. Now I gotta tell you, this lumberjack, check this out. This is so cool. I mean, how many different variations of prints is there? I mean, is this literally endless, or what is this?
It's literally infinity.
Look how cool this is. But we're in the Northwest here, so of course, my eyes just got all googly when I saw this. I was like, that is sweet.
Yeah, it's one of our most popular prints for sure. But yeah, the options are limitless. Like you see, we got this Hawaiian print. We could do anything. We could even do custom stuff, like put people's logos on them and stuff like that.
Okay, nice.
But possibly good.
I mean, one of the things that stood out to me in this is the leather backing on this. Because a lot of times you just get Kydex and that's it. You get your belt loops, you get your Kydex, but you don't really get that nice soft pad here with a big footprint that's going to be against your shirt or your skin or anything else, and that extra little surface area goes a very long way. And those of you who have switched from just a standard Kydex holster to a leather holster and get a little bit bigger footprint, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So these are kind of like a hybrid that you can also do as well. It's not just Kydex.
It's not just Kydex, yeah, exactly. So we definitely have our standard lines, which is 100% Kydex for inside and outside the waistband. But this is our Outlaw series that you're talking about right now. And it's very, very unique. There's a lot of hybrids on the market, but there's no one doing it like we're doing it, as far as we know anyways. And what we're doing is the big key feature on our hybrids is we have 100% coverage on the trigger guard here. So if you can see here, on the back side there, on that holster roll, that orange piece, it's covering the trigger on the back side. Nobody else in the market's doing that with a hybrid design with a leather on the back and Kydex on the front. And what that does is, what I just said, 100% coverage of the trigger guard, and then you get that nice positive click retention on everything. So everything's able to hold your firearm very, very well, and very positive day in, day out. So the retention doesn't change when the leather gets soft over time and it gets all worn in nice and good. So
Yeah. So you're pretty much getting that worn in, what you love about leather, but you're retaining the rigidity and the consistency that you're expecting from your Kydex.
Yeah,
the reliability.
Literally the best of both worlds. And and our big focus is minimal. Like, we do not do anything bigger than it has to be. As you can see there, that's as minimal as that can be. That's for a full-size Glock 17, and it's not much bigger than the Glock itself.
Nice. So say I wanted to order one of these up. What's kind of the process? Because we were talking about attachments, drill points. I assume that those are going to be determined by what the customer wants, how they want this set up. As you can see, you have outside the waistband, we have inside the waistband. Kind of walk me through that. I give you a call, I shoot you an email, and then where do we go from there?
Yeah, so that happens quite a bit. I'm super responsive on emails and calls. Calls are good because it's able to get one-on-one, get all the information correct, and pop things through. So if you have questions, you have the website. The website answers a lot of the questions already. We do the best we can to keep that thing very informative and dial things in, and we're only getting better and improving that more. But yeah, if you hop on the website, you follow us on Instagram or Facebook, all the information's there. You can email us and call us, and you just tell me what you got, what you're looking for, and then I can direct you in the right way.
Yeah, so it's it is full blown your imagination. The whole dream it, we can build it when it comes to holsters. If I'm looking to order one of these, what would you say is a good budget for me to set for myself in ordering a custom retention holster from you?
A good budget to set, well, I would just go for $100. You're usually going to be less than that. Our holsters run from $60 to $150, but for our concealment lines, it never really goes over $110. But I mean, you're paying $500 to $1,000 for a handgun, and so it's a good investment to just basically save up $100 to smash on a holster.
Totally.
Versus spending $40 5 times trying to get the right holster.
Exactly.
So buy once, cry once.
Yeah, and you know what? Hearing that price point too, personally, when custom is the first thing that pops up, right? Custom anything, you think the price is going to go really, really high. If you're budgeting around $100, I've seen just stamped out, mass-produced holsters go for way more than that.
Yeah.
Like you said, you've spent the money on the gun, $500 to $1,000. In fact, nowadays, you've probably spent a lot more than that just because guns are harder to find, you know what I mean? And your price point's going higher and higher because the less expensive guns are getting, bought up in a snap of fingers. So, it is a really good investment, and unfortunately, I feel that a lot of people, they'll buy the gun, but they'll forget about the holster.
Yeah, that's super common.
So, Tim, I see you have the holsters, but what is that?
This guy. This is America's EDC belt.
America's EDC
yes,
belt.
Sir.
You hear it.
Okay, this is our a special invention we absolutely are super proud of. It's very unique in how we built this thing. This is a belt made out of a biothane coated webbing, which is basically a rubber coated webbing, and that allows us to do a few things. The reason why it's so unique is it allows us to keep the belt thin, very flexible. Okay, but the big key feature, because of the webbing, it has good structural integrity. You can see how it's not folding over very well.
Real quick.
Yeah, man, here you go.
So this is not one of those types of, okay, yep. Yeah, it has that nice rigidity to it, so it's not just going to flop over like you'll see some leather belts do.
So you have flexibility and thinness of a belt. So you have to go twice as thick on a belt to get something that has this structural integrity. And like I say, that structural integrity is extremely important for carrying handguns. So you have no sag, you have no drag, and when you go to draw that firearm, you don't have that holster lifting up with your belt.
And I've had that before.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a big thing we solved there. And we kept it very, very minimal with our aluminum G-hook buckle here. Super easy to use. I'm gonna show you. Super easy. Watch this. Just pop it past that knob and it's out.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Boom,
Yeah.
up. There we go.
And so we have these buckles machined for us locally. These are aluminum machine. These are billet buckles. These are machined aluminum.
Yeah, and they're really well made too.
Very
nice
slim,
coating on
very
them.
sleek. And so we make it custom to your pant size, and you have about 3 inches of adjustment inside your range for.
Yeah, and you guys know I need that adjustment because I like to eat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, you know? after lunch, you're like, oh, I need to let this thing out a little bit. Hold on a second. No, this is super nice. So this is something that obviously you can order when you get your holster made. Just let you know what's the belt size that I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's all listed on the website, and the big thing about concealed carry is a good holster, and what people ignore, not on purpose, they don't realize. That's the thing what we're trying to educate is a good belt. It makes you pair that with a good holster, and you have an incredibly successful carry.
Yeah, for sure. And what are we looking at as far as price point on these guys?
$59.
$59. I mean,
this is a premium belt. We manufacture a machine. This is a machine.
I don't even know if I can go to American Eagle and buy a belt for $59. You know what I mean? It's gonna like fall apart, within 6 months if you actually wear it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. Well, hey, dude, kudos to you, because having the complete package is, you don't want to just have the holster. You want to have the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I really like that. So one of the intriguing things that brought me to the booth was this chest holster. Now I know, guys, this is not necessarily like a concealed carry thing, but nonetheless, for those of you who do hunt and need a chest rig, and of course, look at this print. The lumberjack got me again. Tim, what do we got going on here?
Yeah, and also a quick add-on to that for trail runners, hiking.
Okay.
All ATVs, anything outdoors where you need to get it off your hip, this works perfect for it.
And I imagine, if you're riding on an ATV, a horse, anything where you're kind of bouncing around.
Yeah, where you're kind of bouncing.
Exactly. That's gonna, take kind of a beating on you and your waistline if you have a gun, sitting there slapping around everywhere.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you said bouncing. It's because that's a big key thing about our chest rigs. I'll give you a quick rundown about how they work. So we sew everything here, by the way. We build the holsters, we sew the strapping, we put it all together. This is Cordura solution dyed nylon, best we can get on the market. But it's 2-inch wide all the way around. That equals good weight distribution. Okay, in the back, we sew elastic, mil-spec elastic into the back there. Okay, so you got a little bit of give.
Yeah.
So that's two key features. The third key feature, the major one, is how we connect the leather to the shell. So how everything connects with the leather. All those things working together equals it to be very, very tight to the chest. Here, I'll show you. When you pop this thing on, it allows you to keep it very, very tight to the chest. See how it's very, very tight on my body?
So you're just undoing one of the buckles.
Yeah, so you just undo one buckle, trigger guard side.
Trigger guard side.
Yeah.
Strap goes around.
Underneath the arm.
I got it. There it is. And there we are.
Yeah. And so,
can you guys see why Tim's going to do the 357? So that Smith & Wesson 327 that I showed you guys on the channel, he's going to do a holster for that. You could probably see why.
Yeah, but it's like I was saying about that tightness and the flexibility there. So this is very tight on the body. So when you're bouncing, this isn't bouncing. And with that wide strapping, that elastic in the back, and this leather, it's made to be tight.
Yeah,
so
this like
whatever
hugs you.
You're doing, flexing, running, jumping, bending over, it's flexing and moving with you.
Muscle
in
ups.
your body.
Burpees.
Muscle ups, burpees, yeah. We're doing lots of those.
Yeah, lots of them.
And it's able to flex, and so there's no pinch points, there's no hot spots.
Yeah,
design.
Because I'm sitting on this stool over here, and I'm kind of leaning forward a little bit into like the mic, and nothing's digging in to my abdomen or anything like that. I have full range.
Yeah, you have full range of motion.
Everything. So if we had one of the guys come by here, and he was like, oh man, something like that for like, what is it, Alaska? Fishing?
Yeah, fishing.
Yeah, grizzly country. I mean, this is ideal, and pretty much I'd almost rock one of these just to rock one of these.
Yeah, just wear it to bed. Really.
Yeah. Just sleeping. Who's there? No, this is great though, man. Most of it's open carry on the side, or you have like the underarm holsters, which have like a strap coming over, and they're kind of all flopping everywhere.
Yeah, and they also
it's kind of very old school.
Yeah, and they're not very stable either.
Yeah.
And especially also with backpacks.
Okay,
if you got anything under your shoulders, your backpacks, it's game over. So with these, your backpack straps will run right by. There's no interference.
Well, even if you have a backpack and it has a waist,
you can't
belt.
carry on your hip.
You took that out of the whole equation too. So, guys, I think that this is, guys and gals, I think that this is a really good solution for exactly what Tim was talking about. As far as these goes, price point on these guys,
Dude, we're doing $149.
$149 on these guys.
You can look around, best price, and you already talked about the service and the quality.
Yeah,
so you can't
and there's a lot of
lose.
material to this.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Like,
it's not just that. I mean, you have a lot of stuff going on here.
Yep.
So, and then as far as getting this fitted to the person, do they send you kind of like their jacket size, or
yeah?
What would they send you?
So like on the website, it has all those questions for you, and you can even pick your strapping color, and obviously just like everything else, you can pick your holster color, strapping color, buckle color. And then you would pick your chest size, which is basically a general size based off your t-shirt or jacket size. And there's plenty of room to adjust the straps inside those side ranges. So it's just our way of keeping things minimal for each person. We don't have a do-it-all size, double XL size, so everyone gets 3 feet of extra strap.
Yeah, you're just holding the strap like a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I was joking around. I was like, is this, a jock strap? Can you do one of those so I can...
We're talking about compensators, not compensation.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, man. You holding it together okay back there? Oh, my gosh. All right. As far as holsters go and NW retention systems, where do you guys see yourselves going in the future?
We see ourselves really trying to take over the market, not in a dominating way as far as trying to kill other companies, but we're producing a premium service, premium product, and we're doing it in a very fast pace. If you look out there on the market, you're seeing anywhere from 4 to 16-week lead times on everything. That's other people that are doing custom stuff. We're doing
back orders. Just back orders.
We're doing 5 days.
5 days.
5 days on our custom stuff. So the turnaround is phenomenal, and the quality is insane. You can't find it anywhere else. You can't find that quick of a turnaround with the custom feature. And so that's our big thing we're trying to do, and we invest heavily on our infrastructure so we can keep that 5 business days as we grow. And so we see ourselves becoming the standard in the marketplace. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the game, bring the greatest quality, premium service that anyone else can offer at the quickest pace.
Rock on, man.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you so much for joining me on the Concealed Carry channel. You guys, you have to make sure that you check out Tim's products and his website, and we'll put all the links and everything in the description below, and his handles on Instagram, Facebook, everything like that, so you guys can get a hold of him. I think that what he's got going on here, and this is not the first time that I've seen this, and that's another reason why I wanted to bring him on the channel, is not a fly-by-night company or anything like that. He's the real deal, and you guys have been asking for the best holsters I can get out there, and I think that this is a great solution that you need to take a look at beyond what you're just going to see in the retail stores. So again, if you need to get a gun, visit nwarmory.com and do a local pickup or have it shipped to your FFL. If you need to grab some of those awesome targets, visit xhunttargets.com. And if you want to become a Patreon supporter, we'd greatly appreciate it. Go down into the description and you can find our Patreon link and support the channel. And also, I do want to remind you guys, this quarter we are going to be doing the giveaway for the Traeger grill. So one of you Patreon supporters is going to win that grill. So if you haven't signed up yet, that drawing is going to be at the end of March this month, 2021. So make sure that you sign up before then. That way you get your name into the entry. All right? Okay, you guys, we'll see you next time here on the Concealed Carry channel.